I'm just trying to do this so it's not take this shirt.
Okay, say when ready.
All right, I am.
Okay.
Hi. Ready?
This is Mike from Bald&Balding. Oh, hold on. What is your name?
My name is Dylan. Sorry, my name is Dylan Adams.
Okay. Sorry, I'll start the intro again. I always start this and I never ask people's name. I'm with this guy. So this is blooper reel material. Okay. Start again.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you can go right ahead. This is a Charleston-based series. Set 200 years in the future in Charleston. Pretty fun.
What you selling for?
Each are $7.
All right, let me grab my card.
Sure thing.
A small technical delay is actually a purchase is being made.
He needs to do his.
And do you have a card or something? Somehow we can reach you when this.
All right.
Okay, we had to take a little break for an actual sale. I'm not jealous at all. So let's start again. Hi, I'm Mike from Bald&Balding. If you hadn't guessed, I'm the bald one. No, he won't give me his hat, so we got the chrome dome here. Anyway, I am here today with
Dylan Adams.
Dylan Adams, and he is both the author and the artist of a comic book series. And it's set in a very exotic location, as we're here in Incredible Con in Charleston. Where is your setting at?
So my series is set in Charleston itself, 200 years in the future.
200 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, so dystopian or utopian future? I know the answer, but...
I would say that it's a good mix between both. There is a clear element of good and bad within the city, and it's really supposed to be up to the reader to pinpoint what is good and bad off their own personal ideas.
And you're a native of Charleston, yes?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
So you know all the sites, and if you get something wrong, there is no excuse.
No.
Okay. So
if I can just drive down there, take a picture, and know, yeah, this is exactly what it is.
Nice. So does 7-Eleven still exist in your world?
It can be.
It hasn't been determined yet.
No.
There you go.
Really, every single building and restaurant or store that is featured within the series or the world is usually because I have gone to those people and asked permission, or because they've come to me and asked to be featured in it. And it's really can go both ways, but 7-Eleven has not yet come to me. So.
Okay, well, they're missing out.
Maybe E11.
So, how long are you planning this series to be? Is it an open-ended, never-ending, or is there a definite end to it?
There is a definite end. For this series alone, my plan is to be up to 15 issues, but I do plan that once it's finished its run, and hopefully by that time it will bring in a bigger audience, I hope that I can create the prequel sequel series that I planned out.
Cool. And who is your main protagonist?
Our main protagonist is the last human on Earth. His name is Coil. I always believed he was around 24, 25 years old, and he is a guy who, though is the last human, is berated by knowing that he is the last of a species that truly created what he lives in now, in a city that is desolate and needs to survive the world that was destroyed. So there's a really good mix of good and bad between his character and trying to decide what kind of guy he is. And it's really up to him to decide, is he going to chase love or power? And that's his...
He's the last human?
Yes, sir.
How's he going to chase love?
Well, it's either he chases love or he chases the power. And all these people usually chase the good or the bad, and it's really up to him to know which one is which. There's some love in there. There's some romance. There's some mix of everything, I'd say.
I mean, as an introvert, I'm thinking being the last person around, that's utopia. But that might just be my own warped sense of the world. So how long have you been working on this series?
I've been working on this series since early 2022. I actually had friends who created a clothing brand about 2 years ago, and they came to me with this design. I did design for them. And then they said, hey, you ever seen a comic book with a clothing brand? I said, no, that'd be that'd be unique a bit. So I took my time to craft a world for Charleston, because Charleston is just very important to me, and I always had a respect for it. That I would love the idea of one day Charleston is exactly what New York is for Marvel, and it's under those circumstances. But I think with this series, it was just always they came to me, and now it's become something completely separate from that. It's now just the comic, and more people know the comic than sometimes the shirt. So it's very interesting that it's really equal out.
Awesome. So when you started out, I always ask authors this: how many episodes was it going to be? Did you have an idea, and has it grown since then?
Not at all, because when I was drawing issue 1, I didn't even have a script. I drew it all and then wrote it all as I drew it. And then whenever chapter 2 came along, I actually needed to create a story. And from there, I kind of built off of what I had with some of the villains or the characters, and I kind of made them on the spot and try to plan it all out. And it just kind of became what it is now.
Yep. So I will give you fair warning. My series was originally going to be 4 books.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to be 7 and 2 prequels. And I'm thinking of 1 or 2 spin-offs. So if you think this is going to be 15, it's going to end. It's not going to end. It will never end.
I keep myself to a 15. The sequels and prequels, that's whatever. That would be 25, 30, 50 issues, whatever.
There you go. So where can people find you if they want to know more about Charleston, which is going to be the center of this dystopian/utopian world?
So if you go to the Charleston area, you can easily find me on King Street at Farside Vintage. That's where we actually sell the comics at an old clothing store, and then as well as Captain's Comics down West Ashley. But I'm also online on Instagram at SixStage Studios or Spru Avenue Comic, or even our website, www.sixstagestudios.com. And you can order issues there, as well as stickers, and anything later on that we care to bring.
And when is the 3rd episode coming out?
As of this moment, I am hoping it to be done by September. That is my plan, because I as well am trying to get more artists involved in this, more Charleston-based artists involved in this, to expand those writers and artists among us.
So September is when it's printed and ready, or it's written and drawings are complete and then editing must happen?
Let's put it out in the universe that the book will be printed and ready by September.
Okay.
I'll put it in the universe.
My book was supposed to come out in June this year. Now I'm saying October, and I'm probably lying. But good luck to you.
Thank you.
Dylan, I love the idea that you're doing local. And best of luck to you.
Thank you. And with your work.
Cool.